Hey, what's going on, guys? Do another review video here for the game Beyond Two Souls. I finished it, I think Friday night. I finished it. I had it since launch. Started playing it and got sidetracked and decided to finish it up. I got the cool steel book here. Yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts with it. I know people are kind of you either love it or hate it. I personally liked it a lot. I wouldn't say I love it, but I definitely think it was worth a playthrough. If you go into this game with the right mindset, you're going to enjoy yourself. But if you're one of those idiots who think you're used to shooters and maybe third-person adventures, and you go with that same mindset, then you're not going to like it, and you're pretty much just a dumbass. So if you don't know, this game is it's like an interactive movie with nothing but quick time events, button presses and stuff like that, which it's done very well, to be honest with you. Uh, I guess the first thing I want to say is it took a lot of balls to make this game. Quanticdreams, I give them a lot of credit for making this game. If you look at the industry today, it's just nothing but shooters and really AAA adventure titles and I guess fighters. Really high tech racing games. And here comes along a guy who says, "Hey, I want to make an interactive movie with nothing but button presses and quick time events." And I imagine he had to do some serious convincing to some people for them to give him the go ahead to do that. So I give him credit for that. I don't think a lot of people do. I don't think a lot of people realize what he really put his nuts on a chopping block for this one. So I gotta give him a lot of credit for that, and it turned out pretty well. I guess I'll get to the pros first. It's a pretty lengthy game. I think it took about I want to say like 10 hours. It's got a lot of replay value to it. It's got several endings. I don't know which one I got. The ending is actually really, really good. The ending really wraps up the game, fairly well. Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of questions throughout the game, and the ending really wraps it up, sums it up really well. So I was really happy about that. Voice acting is just incredible. I think if anything, people should have played this game just for the voice acting alone. Ellen Page and William Dafoe did it. They did an outstanding job in this game. Very convincing. I actually like William Dafoe in this game more than his movies, really. I mean, granted, I haven't seen a lot of his movies, and I'm not real familiar with Ellen Page, but she did just an outstanding job in this game. You could tell both of them put a lot of hard work into it. I guess they could have just taken an easy way out and said, "Hey, it's just a game. Just we'll go in here and give some lip sync and some acting. Just give some half-ass acting maybe. Hope they can lip sync it, but they did an outstanding job. Just the supporting characters were okay. You can tell they were just standard voice actors compared to Ellen Page and William Dafoe. So, but yeah, I mean that's really the pros. I mean I just think it's an outstanding game that everyone should try. The cons, the way the story is told, it jumps back and forth between Jodie's life. She's from like you start out when you play her actually she's like a 4 or 5 year old, and it jumps up to when she's an adult, and it'll jump back to when she's a teenager, and it just goes back and forth. But usually towards the end of the game, it will just focus on her as an adult. So, and like I said earlier, the ending really kind of sums things up, so it makes kind of sense. But just keep in mind when you're first playing a game, like the first 5 or 6 hours, it's kind of confusing. But I mean, don't worry, it'll get a little more easier to follow, and things will make sense towards the end. But I can see where a lot of people giving up on this game early because of that. The story is just all over the place. I mean, you're just like you're a fucking toddler once, then you're in high school. It's just you're all over the place. But it gets better. And my only other complaint about the game was The combat is I guess I can call it that. The quick time events. I could not grasp the combat in this game at all. The combat just quick time events with the left analog stick. You know, you have to, depending on what the screen prompt, which I can never figure out, you either hit up, down, left, or right on the left analog stick, and I can never, I could just never figure it out, and I always was getting, kicked, punched, or stabbed. I was just so it came down to, for me, it was just luck. I mean, I was just wiggling the fucking stick around and hoping for the best, and I could never just, I could just never grasp the combat. Um, Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just slow or something. I don't know. But so that's my really second biggest complaint. I mean, other than that, I really don't have any. I mean, the story, like I said, other than that, I really don't have any complaints about it. I got more positive things to say about it than negative things. I haven't really read a lot of reviews about the game from the big garbage sites out there like IGN or other places. I don't really know what they've said about it. I can't imagine them liking it because it actually requires you to put some thought into the game and actually follow the story. So, but yeah, I mean, I highly recommend it. I think everybody, if you're a hardcore gamer, you just love playing games, I think you owe it yourself just to play this game. The voice acting alone, like I said earlier, is just outstanding. The ending really blew me away. The ending sums up a lot of things very well. Yeah, I just, like I said, I just think everybody should play it. I don't know what it's selling for right now. I want to say $40 or something. I would pay that much for it. I bought it at launch, so I would pay $40 for it easily. Like I said, it's got a lot of replay value. I will say I liked it better than Heavy Rain. I never finished Heavy Rain. I just could not really get into that game. The story and the characters were just there's too many things going on with Heavy Rain. I just could not get into. So, I mean, if you liked Heavy Rain, you'll definitely love this game. But if you didn't really like Heavy Rain and for the story, because of the story elements, then this game is a little more streamlined. You're really only dealing with two people. That's Ellen Page and William Dafoe through the entire game. There's a lot of supporting characters, but it's nothing like Heavy Rain where you're just going from one person's, aspect on the story to another person's. You know what I was saying? That's what I really couldn't get into Heavy Rain for. I just, there was just something about the story I just didn't want to follow. I just didn't want to work for it. But Beyond Two Souls, great game. Highly recommend it. You got a PS3, pick it up. Like I said, I can't state enough before about Quanticdreams. Really, they had some serious balls making this game and the way the industry is today. So I give them a hell of a lot of credit for that. So that's why I'm making this game. I'm hoping more people go out there and buy the game and experience it. And Quanticdreams get some more money into their account. They deserve it. Like I said, they really stepped out of the box to make this game. They could easily just made another shooter, third-person action-adventure game, but the guy, I can't think of his name right now, who's the director of this game. David Page? I can't think of his name or something. No, that's Ellen Page. I can't remember. Cage. I think it's David Cage or something. Anyway, my hat's off to the dude. Thanks for making industry a little more interesting instead of jumping on a bandwagon and making some mediocre shit. So there you go, guys. Pick the game up, experience it, play it, and what more can I say? Trust me, you'll be glad you did. And you got any questions? Feel free.